Welcome back to 18 Crow Tarot. I'm Stacy, and let's do an energy check. This morning, this afternoon, I woke up to 44 crows, so that's beautiful. The number 44 means the angels are giving you extra comfort, love, and support right now. Ask them for help with everything and listen to their guidance through your intuition. So beautiful things are happening. It feels like you're being guided. Let's see the energy. Expansion in Cancer in your emotions. And in the 4th house that rules, let's see, the home, self-care, yeah, foundations, your mother, children, feminine, the feminine side, and Cancer being internalizing emotions. So it feels like you've come to a point where you're understanding and expanding your heart. Perhaps your heart is finally open to receive and to bond and given from the heart, like in a very nurturing way. Oh wait, let me start the timer. Cool. Alrighty. And it's 1, 2, 3 on the clock. Alright, let's see. Sacred space. Wow. Okay, so yes, it feels like right now you have connected to that sacred space within you. There might be some past conversations going through your mind, and there's still something about the community and also being called to work and work with spirit. So it feels like right now you're being called to protect this in a way. Protect it. Right now it feels like there could be a background. That was the theme that I wanted to try today. It's what's going on in the background. So it feels like this is giving me the 411 already. Like it feels like you're working on, this is where you're at. It feels like that was the energy. Cool, you're protecting it. But it feels like this is going on in the background. Okay, Spirit, what's going on in the background? Okay, King of Pentacles, stability, an opportunity. Something is going to happen that's gonna make you very happy and related to work. It's like you're coming out of this, you're setting yourself free, or you finally set yourself free. Yes, you're becoming that Empress, like the fertility, the creation. You're in full creative mode. And the 2 of Cups, you're leaving behind anything that's not aligned with your true divine union, like within yourself, like the balance, Let's see. Right now it feels like there could be some juggling, there could be some back and forth, some thinking about the future, about, yeah, like it's almost like you see this community is like the roots and the up. It's like you see the poppy seeds over here, and then the roots. It's almost like what I learned about poppy seeds, I didn't know this, it was like when one of them blooms too high, the other one has to, like the one that like sprouts the highest, it gets cut so they all stay at the same level. So it's almost like you're still, some of you could still be feeling a little bit of this energy. Like it feels like this is where you're heading though. Like you're leaving this behind, you're just going your own way. You're finally like letting go. It's almost like this red blindfold is turning into like a balanced state. You know what I mean? It's like you're balancing yourself out. And that's where this stability is coming from, because we have 2 pentacles. Okay? So what I'm noticing too from these depictions is not everything is black and white. And it feels like in some places where depending where we are, things that make us feel like it's black and white, it gives us that indecision because it was in a challenge position. So it's almost like it gives you a little bit of indecision because then you don't know how to trust your intuition yet. So right now, if you're in the middle of still protect, there's still a call to protect the sacred communication that you have with space, with your emotions, and with your intuition. Because it feels like that's what's leading you into this success, into this expansion with Jupiter and the Empress coming forth, and the King of Pentacles as well. But you are leaving behind this self-restricting. The ghost is like it's like all the people we met and everything they have said and opinionated and projections about what you have to do, about your business, about your life, your opinion, like your thoughts or anything. And the same over here, look at that. It's like the ghosts are still here, perspective. There's ghost poppy seeds, they're like faded, so it's almost like the field, like when you go into the higher perspective, it's almost like nothing else matters, but then it's also calling to reflect onto that. I don't know, is there anything else you would get from that? Let me see. Okay, so what's the shadow? What's the shadow self right now for you? The outlaw, yeah, it's going your own way. compassion. So you're still like, okay, so it feels like right now as you're tapping into more of your emotions, of your emotional body, of the home and the roots and everything, find the compassion that brings you back to this loving space. Okay, this Two of Cups energy, like the compassion of that. And the perspective is almost like super, it's the void, you know, it's going to the void to reflect. And the Outlaw, it's almost like getting out of this community mindset, you know. It's just like, hey, you know what, I'm just gonna go my own way and I know what to do, and you're just gonna put your boots on, strap the knife in and go for it, you know. And what I'm realizing is that this also goes with, is like, that's so crazy. Okay, so if you have ghost conversations in your mind, like when you're battling someone in your mind, but like the conversation is long gone, the moment has long passed, and you're still arguing with someone in your mind, find the compassion that brings you back to love, to that situation or to that person. And it feels like that's what's going to help you move forward with kindness, and it wouldn't restrict, it wouldn't like move you away. It will keep you balanced. It will keep you in this Two of Cups energy, you know, from restricting to the Two of Cups energy, between these two amazing balance, like the stability and the action driven male energy with the Empress, which is also a go-getter, and the full creativity. So let's see any confirmation about this. Compassion, yes, compassion. Wow, Ace of Cups. So it feels like right now it's a triple confirmation for compassion, the overflow of it, with the Cancer, with the water. And it's almost like have compassion over the relationships that you've lost, the past that you've lost, whatever you had to leave behind. You're balancing that out. Like it feels like compassion is being your best friend right now. You're tapping into the love of it, what it taught you. Oh, another thing. It's funny because I wrote this down. So here's another confirmation. I'm not going to front. This is how funny things work. Look, I had 44, labradorite, a crystal, fluorite, which today I happened to just grab my fluorite and I was like, I'm just going to have it today over here. It's a palm stone. Ooh, hopefully it doesn't break this one. And magnetism. And why magnetism? Because I found this in the washer, in the dryer the other day, and it's like this magnetic thing. I've never bought anything like this, and it's kind of cool. And then I thought it was a hexagon until I counted, and it's 5 sides. So it's a pentagon. It's a 5-sided little thingy. But then when it gets created, it feels like it would create like a hexagon. I don't know, something. I don't have the full thing. So 3 is also relevant, but 5-sided as well. And look at this. There's a pentagram right here. It's like this magnet. So right now it feels like you're also magnetizing thing, but you see how it's pointing downward? It's almost like you're like focusing on the loss, and then you just have to like turn it upward as well, like to magnetize more. But it feels like also ashes. I turned some ashes, and you know, like it's like from the ashes, like the phoenix, and smoke, because you know, sage as well as your inner wisdom. So there's a lot of little messages going on. Also ones could be significant, 111, the beginning of something, the dual, like the balance as well. So I don't know, I'm still playing with this. I'm just gonna put it back. So yeah, so communicate the things with yourself, communicate with your intuition, communicate with whoever you need to in this space. Perhaps if you're having those ghost conversations, if you want to give it like a closure, a final moment or whatever, you can just communicate with whoever you have in your mind. Whoever pops up is like, I send you love, and you know, it's okay, or whatever it is. Like, I understand what happened, I understand your point of view, I understand it. And it feels like you will gain a lot of wisdom from that as well, and it will help you nurture things differently, because now you're investing that nice energy into, with care, with love. Like you're investing that love, and it will come back to you. Look, the resurrection. Yes, from the ashes. The phoenix is right here. It's like the fire and water. Ooh, and the balance as well. The justice. It's like this is such a big turn of events. Like this has been the biggest energy yet on the channel, on this, you know, what, 2 months, a month? I don't know. Any other messages, any side messages? Actually, let me do it with the other deck just to have like a fresh, any repetitions, you know what I mean? But that's crazy. You're evolving. This is like, if you've never believed in evolution or science or anything like that, this is a spiritual evolution. Like it's an internal evolution of becoming more in control of your emotions, more balanced in who you are. And it feels like it's forming something new. Knight of Coins. It feels like now you're investing in look, discs, coin, like you're working on something and it's giving you fruits. It feels like you're gonna start traveling. Perhaps you're gonna start going to places, being called to travel. So you're gonna go from 5 of Pentacles to the almost like the 7 of Pentacles, you know. But you had to also leave behind the mindset of being like restrained, right? because it feels like at the end of the day, you understand that it's up to you. That's like what you do, what you plant, how you nurture. It's just like a garden, which I've never had a garden of my own. Oh, speaking of garden, let's see what comes up with this. Okay. Speaking of garden, what comes up with this, with the ashes and smoke? Let's see. Any messages for the viewer? Reconnect. Okay, so stay connected. It says reconnect. Secrets lurk in the captive shadows deep in the woods. So right now, reconnect if you haven't in a minute with the sacred space, with yourself, with the intuition. Especially if you're feeling in a juggling, if you feel like in a indecisive space, you just have to take some time to reconnect, go into the void and reconnect. It feels like that's gonna be like your method, right? Caution. Tread softly so as do not disturb the woodland floor. Tread softly. So there's always like a caution to take. There's always yeah, like taking a little pause before making like big jumps or in arguments or conversations. Like it feels like that's called to, you know, being more mindful. That's what comes with learning how to protect it, right? Caution about what you let in. You know, if you have this egg in Foreman, which the Empress is a fertile, so wow, that's like another synchronicity here. You have 4 over here, but a main one. There's like a main idea coming in, or a main opportunity that's going to give you this King of Pentacles energy, this big stability, that it's calling you to really protect it and to not disturb it or not be disturbed. Like if you have to put the boundaries of like, hey, I'm about to do this, please do not disturb, then that's what's going to have to happen. So the balance can, so it's like, you can allow this space for yourself to let yourself cry, or, you know, the balancing of it in your body, right? Like the emotions, to let it flow, to let it take its course, right? Also music, there is a melody to be heard in the deepest parts of the woods only if we listen. So music could be a really good way to tap into your emotions, to heal. And last one, friends. The most unlikely friendships can form like variegated liches on hard rock. They create a tight bond. I don't know what that means, but sure, we have community here, so you could also be, you know, associated with the community. You're beginning, if you're leaving a space, an old community, just stay trusted that you will find friends in the most unexpected ways. So just keep doing your thing, reconnect to nature. If you go to the places that you like to inhabit and stuff, that's where it feels like you'll of course meet someone that is also in the things that you're into, and that way it's like yeah, just like a mutual beneficial connection. We have fast, which it means, you know, it's like if you feel like you have to take a pause from things and go into the void, it's like turning your phone off, taking a fast from food to connect so you can feel lighter, not overeating. Clear, what is that? Gustance? Clear tasting. Wow, did I just say fast and food? Wow, why is this together? The ability to taste a specific flavor when there is nothing in your mouth. So it feels like right now you could be coming into your psychic gifts. Don't be scared. The limit does not exist. So right now it feels like you are still in this manifesting mode. So don't limit yourself. Don't self-restrain. You have all the chances and the energy too. Like your balance. You're doing everything you can right now. So congratulations for putting in the work. Let's see, one last one. This one. Treat yourself to your favorite dish. Oh my God, it goes from fasting. So there's a lot of food, of taking space, of perhaps like there's a lot of, I don't know who this could be for, but this is all food related. This is all dish, tasting, and fasting. So there's like perhaps maybe balancing that out. Like if you had like a bad relationship with food, now you're just beginning to fast from it, and then now you can taste food better. Perhaps if you ate a lot of sodium or a lot of sweets, like it kind of like gets your taste buds all crazy. And then you can taste better when you remove whatever is like blocking it. Also when you get burned, yeah, like it kind of like numbs your mouth for a little bit. So it's almost like the overstimulation or over sensation, like, you know, like your senses just become so shut off that like it keeps you from connecting. Like it's like maybe this is a way to reconnect to your senses. This is a call so you can reconnect to your senses, and that way you gain more clarity about what's sugar, what's salt, what's like the flavor of the food underneath all of that. Like what's the flavor of the fries, you know what I mean? Like instead of having so much salty food, it's like, okay. Anyway, I'm just gonna close this because we're a little bit over time, and the word is trust. I feel like you're trusting yourself now. You're trusting the process. You're trusting the evolution of this, the coming, like the blooming, how this is coming out to be, how it's surfacing, how there's a word, but I can't get it right now. Anyway, if you really like this, please type the like button, share, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.